Section 6.3b is about solving inequalities using the distributive property. These are still multi-step. In fact, there's a lot of steps involved in these. And if you notice, there's lots of parentheses, and that's where the distributive property comes in. So we're going to start by getting rid of the parentheses, eliminating them. And here I'm going to distribute this -2. Don't forget to distribute the negative sign with the 2. So 3d minus 16d, and that comes from -2 times 8. And then -2 times 9 is a positive 18. Greater than 3. Now remember, a negative sign in front of a parenthesis really means there's a -1 there. So I'm going to distribute a -1. So that'll be minus 2d and minus 7. So we've eliminated the parentheses. Now I want to do some house cleaning, if you will, and collect like terms that are already on the same side. Notice the 3d and the minus 16d, they're on the same side. There's no reason to add 16d or anything like that. They're already together, so you're just going to combine them. 3 minus 16 is negative 13d, and then that's plus 18. Over here on the right side, we can do some cleaning of 3 minus 7. There's no reason to add or subtract anything. They're already there. Just take them as they are. 3 minus 7, and that's going to give me a -4. And I have a -2d sitting there. Now it becomes a multi-step inequality the way we've seen in the past here. I'm going to add 13d because it's the smaller coefficient. -13 is smaller than -2. So 18 is greater than 11d minus 4. I take care of the subtraction by adding 4. So 18 and 4 is 22 is greater than 11d. Isolate the d by dividing by 11. 2 is greater than d, but remember we want the letter on the left, so d is less than 2. Here's another inequality using the distributive property. I'll get rid of the parentheses by distributing the 8. 8t plus 16. Distributing the -3. -3t plus 12. Distributing the 5. 5t minus 35, and then plus 8 on the end. So parentheses are gone. Let's collect like terms that are already on the same side. I have an 8t and a minus 3t. They're already on the same side, so just combine them. 8 minus 3 is 5t. And then I also notice that there's a plus 16 and a plus 12. Just combine them. Plus 28. And that's less than, I see a -35 and a positive 8. They're already on the same side, so just combine them. What's that? -27. So now I'm going to get the t's together. I'm going to subtract 5t from both sides and solve. So 0, we get a 28 is less than, this is a 0, and we get -27. Now something happens here, and it happened when we learned about this when dealing with equations. The variables canceled off. And if you remember, there are two possible solutions when the variables cancel. And here are the two solutions. It's no solution. There is no solution to your problem when the expression is false, and this is how we write it. And the answer is all real numbers when the expression is true. This is what you do when the variables cancel off. So let's look at this. 28 is not less than -27. So we go over here, no solution. So this means that there is no number that I can plug in for t that will make this inequality work. Here's another example. Start by eliminating the parentheses by distributing the -5 and distributing the 3. I'm going to move the smaller coefficient. -5 is smaller than 3, so we will add 5g to both sides. So -20 is greater than 8g minus 12. Move the 12 away. So this is a -8 is greater than 8g. Divide by a positive 8. -8 divided by positive 8 is -1. And we'll change the sign to get the g on the left. Last example here for inequalities with the distributive property. Negative 7m minus 28 plus 11m. 8m, now we'll distribute a negative 2. Don't forget the negative sign. Minus 4m minus 2. Like terms that are already on the same side, negative 7 plus 11 is a 4m. Minus 28 is greater than or equal to, I see an 8m minus a 4m, which is a 4m minus 2. Perhaps you can already see coming that these are the same. So when I subtract 4m, I get no variables. So my variables drop off. And we ask ourselves, is this inequality true? Is negative 28 bigger than negative 2? The answer is false. And when you have an expression that's false, your answer is no solution.